Hi, my name is Denise Drower Swidey. I'm a chef and I'm also a mom. And one of my most stressful moments in the kitchen isn't on the job. It's actually when I've got a kitchen full of hungry kids begging for an after-school snack. I want to feed them something healthy. They want something tasty. I've finally found a compromise. So today we're going to make healthy s'mores. And you can make them in your toaster oven. You don't have to make them on the campfire. So my assistant here is going to help me by first breaking up some chocolate. You want to go ahead and do that, honey? Thank you. Break it into little pieces. And actually, the reason we're going to use dark chocolate today is because dark chocolate has less sugar. It's more healthful for you. There's greater antioxidants, and it's really the way to go if you're trying to eat more healthy. The other thing we're going to do is use some whole wheat graham crackers. You know, you can get graham crackers of all shapes and sizes these days. These actually do have whole wheat in them, and what's great about them is it includes the bran and the germ in the flour, and that's where all of the fiber is. It's where all of the protein is. And when you just use white flour, you know, it takes it away. You're doing an awesome job, honey. Do you want to go ahead and start putting chocolate down one side? So I like to do these upside down so that when you finish, you've got the cute little fork marks on top. You could go a little bit more chocolate on each one. Now, I find it really interesting. There's so many different marshmallows out there. These actually all have the same calorie content. Each bowlful, they're all about 90 or 100 calories. And so if you're trying to cut down sugar in your diet, if you use one of these, that's going to be most of your sugar for the whole day. If you just use a handful of these, it's definitely a lot less. And so I think that's what we're going to do. So that's perfect, hon. Why don't you go ahead and start... I'll help you with the marshmallows. You finish up the chocolate. Which do you like better, marshmallows or chocolate?
Marshmallows.
Really? You want to eat one? Go ahead. My daughter wanted to remind me to tell you that we washed our hands before we started, and that's a pretty important part of making snacks when you get home from school. We're just going to bake these in the oven at 350 degrees for about 2 or 3 minutes, or until the chocolate and the marshmallows start to melt. That's actually why we've done them on 2 different sides, so that they'll have a better chance of melting quickly. And I'm going to go ahead and put these in the oven, and we're going to chop up a banana. My assistant here has a great knife. Do you want to show them the knife, honey? Watch what happens when you put your finger on the blade. It doesn't hurt at all, but the really cool thing is it cuts really well, especially if you saw back and forth. So remember to tuck your hands in a little bit, okay, and just saw back and forth in nice thin slices. Awesome. So now we're just going to wait for our s'mores to finish baking, and then we're going to sandwich our banana right in the middle of our s'mores. So our s'mores are out of the oven. You can see the chocolate got all nice and toasty, and the marshmallows are going to smush together really well. So we're going to go ahead and add the banana. Be careful though, honey, because this is really hot right here. So let's put a couple pieces on each. And we're going to go ahead and top that like that and smush. Can you smush? I'm going to go upside down and smush. Right, awesome. And we're going to go ahead and do another idea on s'mores that you can take with you in your school lunch. All you need is a plastic bag, and you need some chocolate hazelnut spread. Since you don't have an oven to melt, I'm going to go ahead and put that in one side of the bag. And then you're going to take some marshmallow fluff. Oh, that's okay. Why don't you use a different one? And put it in the other side of the bag. And you want to kind of send it down towards the point. Then, just as an insurance policy, I would put a rubber band on it, because kids and marshmallow fluff, I don't know. All right, that's good. This is good. Are you ready for the fun part? We're going to cut the tips off, and you are going to make a little painting of each. So that way we'll have our chocolate and we'll have our marshmallow. And go ahead and, why don't you do one at a time and then go back and do the other. Why don't you just do the first two? Yeah, give it a good squirt. Really hard. Oh, that's awesome. You want to try some chocolate now? Here, I have an idea. That worked. Okay, I think the chocolate will be easier because it's softer. Go ahead. Oh, you know what? Put the chocolate on the first one.
Oh.
Yeah. Awesome. You want to put a little marshmallow on the second one?
Uh-oh. Thank you.
You're welcome. Little marshmallow. Really hard. Go Squish. Cool. All right. So now what you want to do is you want to put your banana on. Great. Want to go ahead and put the lids on? Awesome. So there you have it, 2 great ways to enjoy s'mores, one for after school and one for the lunchbox.